Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present Nigel Slater, on whom the Board of Governors and the Academic Board wish to confer an honorary degree of Doctor of Letters. Nigel is an award-winning British food writer, journalist and broadcaster. Born in Wolverhampton, Nigel began cooking at a very early age. He worked in restaurants around the country from the age of 16. He moved to London and became a recipe tester and a cook for food photography. In 1988, he joined Marie Claire magazine as the food editor, which continued for over 5 years. By 1993, he was then writing about food in a column for the Observer's Life magazine. He became the principal writer for the Observer Food Monthly Supplement, and his first book, Real Fast Food, was published. Several more books followed, which helped to establish him as one of Britain's best-loved cookery writers. His most recent book is due out on Monday, a quick plug, I believe entitled A Cook and His Vegetable Patch. Nigel Slater may be considered a national treasure by many food fans, but it took a long time before this acclaimed cookery writer could be persuaded to transfer his skills to TV. In 1998, Slater hosted the Channel 4 series Nigel Slater's Food Show. He returned to TV in 2006, hosting the BBC Chat Food Show, A Taste of My Life. He's also been a guest castaway on the BBC's Radio 4's Desert Island Discs. Some of you may also have spotted Nigel on TV this week on a 6-week series entitled Simple Suppers. Nigel has been awarded over 14 awards for his food writing. In 2007, Specialist Writer of the Year, PPA Awards, and won a Glenfiddich Award for his autobiography, Toast, the story of a boy's hunger, a moving and award-winning autobiography focused on his love of food and his childhood. Nigel called it the most intimate memoir that any food person has ever written. Toast was published in Britain in October 2004 and became a bestseller after it was featured on the Richard and Judy Book Club. Finally, how better to sum up Nigel's attitude and approach to food than by quoting from his own writing. This is an extract taken from his book Appetite, a recipe for chicken stock. Bring the water to the boil, then turn down the heat so that, and this is important, the liquid bubbles only very gently. What you should hear is blob, blip, blop, rather than bubble, bubble. From time to time, shove anything sticking up down under the water. Pro Vice-Chancellor, in honour of his outstanding achievement in food writing, journalism and broadcasting, I present to you Nigel Slater for the award of an Honorary Doctor of Letters at the University of Wolverhampton.
Don't limit your horizons. Very wise words. Especially as I distinctly remember my careers teacher looking at my results and saying, have you ever thought of going into catering? And I did. And one of the extraordinary things about receiving this honour today is that it's given me a chance, probably the shyest person in the world, to look back at how I got to be doing what I'm doing, how I got to write. And much of this is because of my teacher at Woodfield Avenue Junior School, Mr. Philip Staley, who took what I was reading out of my hand, I can't remember what it was, probably Unit Blight, and said, you don't want to read that, read this. And he encouraged me to understand the joy of words on the page, both reading them and later writing them. And as I say, everything I've ever done has been by happy accident. I didn't plan this, but it's been a very lovely thing to do, and this today is quite simply the icing on my little cake. Thank you very, very much indeed.